Today, we're going to figure out how to make some lightning-proof elixirs or something so that we can work on climbing that one tower, which is what we didn't get to do last week. So, why do I feel like, though, this should be a thing? We might get distracted along the way. That happens, and it's okay if we do, especially if we get distracted by shrines, because we need as many hearts as we can get, because I die a lot. And the way to fix that is not going to be to make me better, because good luck. It's going to be to, I can just do this. Ha! It's going, oh, we can't cook here? Well, booger. It's going to be to make me sturdier. So that's the thing. And you know what I just realized? We don't have to be all the way out here. We can go to any horse place. So we can see there's I think, that's outskirts stable. And I think that's pretty close to where we wanted to go, because that's not a stable. We'll go to this one. Also, I apologize if I have a bit of a lisp today. You might notice it, you might not. Hopefully it's not noticeable. The issue is when I got hit by a car 3 months ago, it made my TMJ a little bit worse, and we are correcting it with my Invisalign. So that's fun. And the way they're doing that is by putting little things in the front of my top tray, and I can feel them. I'll probably get, oh no, rain and lightning, typical. No, hang on. So for anybody who's wondering, all the sparks happening there shows that we can get hit by lightning if we have any of these things. So I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna put this on, and now we shouldn't get hit by lightning, which is great. That will help us a lot. You had braces not long ago. Yeah, always felt, yeah, I had braces when I was 10, because it was during my brain surgery. Let's just get into all of the medical coincidences there. And I had it from honestly from 10 to 13. And then I lost my retainer in a place called Fishkill, New York. And my teeth did what they did after that. It was kind of a bummer. I'm not going to be able to cook where there's rain. The rain situation, you guys, constantly. This is where I would cook if I could start a fire, but that's okay, because we can teleport. And if you've ever wished that you could just teleport away from a storm, this is your dream come true. Yes, thank you, phone. Speaking of wishes, we're coming up on the solstice. Did we want to talk a little bit about some solstice kind of manifesting magic technique stuff? Hi, Ren, good to see you. So we can talk about that. We can talk about solstice rituals. We can talk about the, it's what, 2 days from now that we have our new moon in Sagittarius, which is conjunct the galactic center. I went over that a lot on Monday, but I'm happy to go over it again. So let me know what you're interested in. And if you have anything else that you want to talk about, it's still raining here. OMG. Okay, so all of Hyrule is going to flood, is what I'm understanding. We'll just go across the mountains, because what I know by being married to a meteorologist is that the mountains should break up that weather. So let's see how accurate this game really is. Awesome. We're doing our best. Cool. The new moon is Friday, December 19th, which is the dating anniversary of Dan and me. Yes, we have quite the legacy now. We started dating December 19th, 2012. He had come to visit me for what my family was calling the end of the world party, because the date that year was December 22nd, 2012 was going to be the end of the year or the end of the world according to the Mayan calendar. It wasn't, but it was also my dad's birthday, so we decided to throw a party for my dad just in case it was the end of the world. We could make sure. All right, so now I've got to look up some lightning resistance stuff in here so I can make sure we use the right things. Lightning resistant. Don't look at my Google history, guys. Elixir. Recipe. Breath of the Wild. There we go. Ironically, Zelda stuff is the first thing that comes up, so that's great. We need stuff I don't have. Yeah, we need like lightning bugs. And Lizalfo's tails. Okay, so you need... Okay. Well, I do have a backup plan. So, we're going to create something that gives more hearts, because we do, regardless, we do need more food. So, let's see here. What do we got to work with? We got a lot of bat wings. I know I don't think we lost, yeah, we got this guy. So I am going to hold this. Oop. What did I do there? I hit sort instead of hold, which is fine, actually. That helps me. I actually want the hardy radish. We're going to do the hardy radish, and then we're going to do another one for the big hardy radish so that we have two, because we need it. Grows hot in climates imbued with power of heat. Do we have any, like, shock shrooms or something? Movement speed. Use it to prepare a dish that'll increase your strength. Will increase your defense. That's not bad. Move stealthily. Okay, so we're going to do defense. We will add some... oh, what did you do that for? Okay, can hold. One, there we go. And another one. Cool, cool, cool. I'm getting this. That's not the one I wanted, though. Hang on. Back. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, guys. This is on me. I want to not hold these things anymore. Stop holding. Okay. So we want a hardy radish. X for hold. And then A to confirm we are holding it. Look at us. We're so smart here. Increasing our defense. What does this do? It's just for hearts. And that's stamina. We'll do some apples because we got a ton of them. There we go. This is going to be hopefully delicious, and I hope it actually does what we want it to do. All right. Return to game. Stick them in the pot and cook. And then let's watch Link be proud of himself. Yay! Steam mushrooms. Look at all the hearts. That works. That works pretty well. Okay, let's do some more here. We're not going to do that. We have an elixir. Oh, that's for speed. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to do our hardy guy. The hardy radish with A. I'm getting dexterous with my my buttons here. Oh, and other good news. This should be the last week that I'm in the current position that I'm in. I will have a new gaming system set up after Christmas. So, huzzah for that. I'm really excited about it. What do we got here? Power of heat. Let's do some more with defenses and see if that will help us. All right. Where are you? Oh, it's raining again. No! No! Oh my gosh. Great. Okay. Does that mean the storms are gone from the place we started in? Wow. What are the odds? Okay. Let's try again. Yeah. This is great. This is great. Thank you guys for coming to watch my stream of just trying to cook in the rain, clearly. So, yes. Does anybody have an opinion? Okay. Steflin is looking for solstice stuff. Let's start with solstice and then we'll go into new moon. You know what? New moon happens first. Let's start with new moon and then go into solstice. It is still really rainy here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow, we need more stables and stuff. Yeah, we need to do more exploration aside from everything. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll go here and we'll see how it goes with our current setup. And it's just what it is because the rain won't stop. So here we go. Awesome. Yes, so with the new moon coming up in Sagittarius, we get one new moon in Sagittarius every year. It's when the sun is in Sagittarius and the moon conjoins with the sun. That's how you know it's a new moon. Like if you want to kind of, And I say this not to demean anybody, but because it was such a revelation for me as my phone goes off. When I first realized, like, oh, duh, I know what sign the new moon's going to be in because the sun will be there too. And it was like, wow, Krista, like, oh, no. What a concept, right? Like, wow, I expected my brain to do a little bit better on that one. But the same goes for a full moon. Whatever the solar season is, which is the usual seasons we're used to hearing about, if the moon is full, it's going to be in the opposite sign of the solar season. Therefore, full moon around Sagittarius season is going to be in Gemini, because that's what's opposite of Sagittarius. We just had a Gemini full moon recently. The sun's coming back. Yay! And I believe that's the tower we're headed towards, so this should be good. This should be good. You're okay, good. Yeah, so that's some stuff to keep in mind as you kind of learn about astrology, however you go about learning about it. Rule of thumb, if the sun is in the sign, that's where the new moon is going to be. And if the moon is full, it's going to be opposite of the sun, which helps you know what sign it is. The first and last quarter is always going to be in a sign square to the sun, so that's helpful too. So it's really easy to sort of astro-mental math your way into understanding things that way. Fun fact. So now we have the new moon happening in Sagittarius, which if you've been watching the Alchemist Inkwell podcast, Em and I have been calling this whimsical. And I have, in my more cynical approach to things, I have been looking for reasons to support that, just in case. Since 2020, as an astrologer, I try not to rose color anything, but I also try not to doomsday anything. So that's been something that I'm very much conscious about, like how to be practical, realistic, and celebrate when celebration is available. So this one I think counts enough, right? Like, it's not picture perfect. There are things that I would like about it to have more. Like if Jupiter were able to witness the moon in Sagittarius, that would be lovely. But Jupiter is still exalted, albeit he is retrograde, but still exalted, and we'll take it. We only get him exalted for a year out of every 12. So like, let's just literally count our blessings there. And here we are again. Okay. So the reason we call it whimsical is because Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter. That naturally, you know what we can do? We're going to bring out Wolf Link to help us conquer some of these things and see how that goes. So that gives us a natural state of whimsy, right? Fire, creative, passionate, all those lovely things. And then, where's a good position for this? There we go. And then on top of that, it's ruled by Jupiter. So you get that extra jovial sense going on. Now, I know Wolf Link is not necessarily going to be able to follow us into the water, but we'll see how far we can get. Because if we can go undetected for the most part, I feel like we'll be in good shape. So we're going to try this once. Remember, you know what? Let's just save and be clever about it. Okay. This way we lose nothing. Awesome. Now, we think about a whimsical new moon, mostly because of, like I said, Jupiter, the fire energy. It just really does lend itself to that. So I like it as far as that goes. Its ruler, get away from me. Its ruler is exalted. Link, I wish you would jump when I tell you to jump, but that's okay. And so you get this sense of, I always compare Jupiter, especially Sagittarius Jupiter, to the ghost of Christmas present. Now I'm supposed to get, I thought we were going to get more than that, but that's okay. All right. All right, I'll take this. Okay. All right. Look at this. Where was this luck last week? Yeah, so we think about our Ghost of Christmas Present, particularly from the Muppet Christmas Carol, if I'm honest. Whoa! Rude. Okay. Oh, no, you're here. Are you kidding? Let's see where this puts us back, because we can always reload. Because we didn't get the hearts I thought we were going to get there. Because if we can end up still on that second platform, huzzah, we have nothing to lose. Nope, all the way back here. Lovely. Cool. This is where we saved anyway. Great. We did lose Wolf Link, but that's okay. He couldn't follow us anyway. Okay, so we're going to try that again. It was working. We just got to time our stuff pretty well. Also, I feel like I have something in here that does... Why do these things not hit harder, you know? We'll just stick with the 24 and hopefully hit harder. Can definitely go for whimsy. Yeah. And so, again, the other word that I would focus on is curiosity. What are you curious about? Where are you finding yourself drawn? What's very important to you recently? Like, just finding out things that matter to you because they sparkle and because you're happy about them. Like, you don't need other reasons. And that's an important concept, too. So just remembering, like, your whimsy, your joy is valid for however much you're just curious about going in that direction. Like, it doesn't have to, oh no, it doesn't have to be anything other than that. I really just need a break here. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's really excited. And then, like, rain's gonna come. What is that? Holy cow. All right, and then, oh, dang it. I might need to focus here too. But yeah, you don't need anything but your own curiosity as an excuse during this new moon, is my point. Today you were at your elementary school Christmas concert. It was adorable. That's awesome. Exactly. What makes you giggle? What says, like, hey, this means something to me? Who cares why? I don't need to justify it to anybody else. I need this guy to perish immediately. Hang on a second. Someone had said, I don't think I can do stasis yet. I can do bombs though. If I can. If he's gonna stay over there. Oh, just stay over there. Cool. Why does this one have to? Oh man. I honestly just think we need more hearts, to be honest. I really think that that's our primary problem. Well, let's try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, we'll go off looking for more stuff to build up the hearts, because eventually we will come back, and they will be warned. Yeah. So, curiosity, whimsy, creativity, you know, just like freedom of expression, freedom of following the pursuits that matter to you. That's where you're at right now. Like, take that and run with it. And let it be everything that you need. It's also, like, what a perfect thing for the holiday season. And yes, you can believe that that is a contribution to the holiday season, right? The fact that we get a new moon in Sagittarius around this time of year is not really too much of a coincidence. Okay, so we've made it here so far. Let me just check. I know, do I have speed stuff, but do I have stamina? If I can just boost my stamina. Some of these will refill your stamina, but some of them will overfill it too, and I need some of that. Because I can't play the timing dance here of, like, getting around these whiz robes shooting their electric stuff at me. But if he can just stay down there for a little bit longer. There we go. Alright, and I'm gonna save here, because we're doing great, and we can just come back here. Yeah. Bridgerton without explanation. Yes, do that. Like, why not? Who says you can't? And honestly, this is a great rule of thumb just for adulting in general. Who says you can't? Why not just do it? If they're, like, this is my other thing. If you wouldn't go to them for advice, why are you taking their unsolicited advice? It's just one of those things. So take that for what it's worth. I mean, I'm also right now giving you only semi-solicited advice. But I think about that often. When I face criticism or when someone says something that hurts my feelings, it's like, well, would I have asked them in the first place? And if I wouldn't have, then what does that really mean to me that they gave this advice to me? Like, we know it's saying something about them too, blah, 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 right? The whole thing. Semi-solicited support. That's what I'm here for. And guys, we made it to the top of the tower. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of us. We only died like 4 times. This is so much better than last week already. Huh. I'm so proud of us. And I didn't rage. I'm doing some personal development here as well. Thank you for the celebrations, guys. I appreciate it. I really thought we were just, skill level issues. But this is great. We're going to get a whole new map here. And next thing we'll do is, as we're making our way towards the Heber Mountains, we'll start looking for more shrines so we can build up our stamina and our hearts a little bit better. We deserve it. Again, that's another thing to think about. This new moon says you deserve it. And yeah, right? You do. This is a time of year where we're making a ton of wishes, where we're saying, if nothing else mattered, or if nothing were in my way, I would want this. Well, think to yourself, what is in your way? If you don't have necessarily an answer that feels viable, then ignore that answer, right? If it doesn't make sense to you, don't go with it. You don't need to pay attention to things that are just dragging you down because some fake rule that's not even yours, hi buddy, says so. Should we talk to this guy? He's going to give us a quest for sure. I'm pretty sure he directs us to another fairy. Yeah. Thanks, Steph. If only I was a bird man. Boo! See, again, he's making a wish. Ask me the same question. Yeah, how did he get up here? Dang. Dedicated his life to the study of birdmen. Their flight mechanics fascinate me. Given their weight, it should be physically impossible. Well, who says? See, it's really coming into play here. This is amazing. The reason we failed so much last week was because we needed to climb the tower this week for the new moon, obviously. You've been stuck here with no way to get down. Misfortune is a blessing in disguise. You guys! It's the perfect place to observe the birdmen. That's amazing. Good for this guy. He has a very optimistic attitude, very Jupiterian. We're going to tell him that there's an easier way to do it. We just have to inherit a glider from a dead guy. Just, I guess that's a level of privilege not everybody has in this world. If I can analyze you from a distance, you might be able to understand bird flight. Sure thing. I think they're going to time me on this one. This is not much of a reward for getting up that tower. I'll glide for you. You're not going to make me pay to glide, are you? 20 rupees? Ugh, fine, but I'm not doing it more than once. He's going to make me do it multiple times. That's how these things go. Wind direction, stamina usage. We don't have enough stamina. Farthest destination you can reach by gliding. We're going to be able to do this better once we do the thing. So we'll do this one. Remembering how to jump, and there we go. We'll just do this for now. In this direction. Why not? He's not going to be satisfied. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to get Rivali's Gale from the temple that we're going to, and that is going to help us a lot. And I think the other thing we're going to do eventually is we're going to glide into a canyon, which means that we won't hit the ground as quickly. And so he'll be like, wow, not only did you get some height before gliding, but you went beneath sea level, essentially. So that'll be the strategy when we have what we need for it. But for now, back to the top of the tower. Yeah. What happened? You look so confident, but oh, dude, that was impressive. It's raining. Factor that into your calculations. Again, this guy is going to try to criticize us. Did we ask for his opinion? No. So, follow the new moon and just say, excuse me, but I don't think so. I'm not. No, because I'm done. And that's okay. See? If you say no to the bullies or the people who just have unnecessary, unsolicited opinions, you hold a nice boundary and everybody's fine. Nobody's really that upset. I'll come back later and he'll probably give me a lot of rupees, which I could honestly use, but I don't have what I need to do that right now. So we're gonna barter our way up. Yeah. Nope. Exactly. Steph, For the solstice, I write 13 things I'd like to happen. Okay, this is exactly what I was going to get to, Steph. You read my mind. So, if we're ready to, if you have questions still about the new moon, happy to talk about them. But let's talk about the solstice. And I was exactly going to actually recommend this. We also brought it up on the podcast and last week's episode. But the idea of writing 13 things down is exactly what Stefan is saying. And you do tarot for each month. That's really cool. But yeah, so I'm going to do it this year as well. Write down 13 goals you have for the coming year. And then, no, thank you, sir. 13 goals you have for the coming year. And then, this butterfly makes me think there's a pork around, but okay. Each day, you burn one. You do not read them. So you're going to write them down. And you are going to fold them up so you can't read them again. And put them in a jar and just randomly select one from the jar every day from solstice to 13 days later. Well, 12 days later. Because you're going to burn one every day for 12 days. Just one random one. You will have one left over. And so that 13th one is going to be the one that is your focus for the year. And so the other 12 things still are likely to happen. Yeah. They're likely to happen, but you're giving it up to spirit, to your guides. You're saying, hey guys, I delegate this to you. For my part, I'll focus on getting this one done. Teamwork makes the dream work. We'll, reconvene throughout the year and see how things are going. And so that is how you can do really cool manifest techniques on the solstice, along with your pomanders and, your candles or your bonfire or something. That's my, honestly, I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see which one I'm left with because I do have a couple of things I'm interested in. If you don't know, I was doing a live and people were like, well, what if I don't have 13 things? It doesn't have to be like life altering. If there are some, like I have some that would be life altering. So I'm excited to put them in there and I'm just like, is that the one I'm going to be left with? Or, has spirit got my back? One of my goals simply can just be not getting hit by a car. And it'll be really funny if that's the one I get left with, right? Like your only responsibility is to not get hit by a car. Okay. I will walk and whatever, go in the crosswalks even more responsibly than before. So I'm guessing this is another timing thing. Yeah. All right, we'll put this in here for now. Cool. What is that going to do over there? And going. Why do I feel like... Okay, that just goes back and forth. But what if the bow is badly damaged? What else is new? Is that the direction I want it to go? I don't think so. No, that just goes into the wall. Okay. Yeah, I need a new bow. We'll do this one because it's okay if it breaks. So we're gonna need to, we need to spin that like all the way around because it's gonna have to go over there. All right. So we just have to be really tricky because I don't see how we have the timing for that. But I have done this before, so I know I can do it again. It's all good. Yeah, because I knew you were gonna do that. You thought you were gonna catch me. It's not gonna happen. All right. So that's where we're gonna need it to end up, which is really tricky. But I can do this for me too, right? Oh, I'm gonna have to stasis something. That's gonna be the trick here. Or I do that and I can hit it with, there are options. There are options. Remember to always do the gimmicks that the games want you to do. Where's the guide here? There we go. Cool. Yeah. So I'm excited for the 13th thing that I get to be responsible for because I think it's going to be hilarious. I can't wait to find out. And that's just going to break the things. Okie dokie. Well, okay. Can I get some of my arrows back though? Like, I see the sparkles. No! They took my arrows. Alright, I'm going to be a little bit more clever about this for now, just because... oh, there's one. Good. I need more arrows in a big way. Next time we stop at a horse stable, I'm gonna have to get some arrows. No, Link, you'll only hurt yourself. Yeah. Which one? Oh, Ren, yes, cool. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I think it's gonna be really fun. Okay, we'll just go from the other direction then. Wow, you're being very finicky. Nope. Stop throwing your thing. I really don't want to waste arrows. I know I'm being very picky here, but it didn't even work. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. I feel like I used more arrows than that, though. I would like to have them back. No? Alright, fine. Oh, they're all up there. Ugh. Okay, that's back in position. And we get these two back. Fantastic. Yes. Cool. Nothing lost, everything gained. That's another good spell. Just saying, nothing lost, everything gained. It's a good spell, I'll take it. So we're gonna let this do this. And then we're gonna put ourselves over here. And then we'll decide how we want to play this when we get over there. I don't know. Just don't feel like I'm going to have the time to do it 3 times. But I will if I go over with it. So let's try this. Oh, wrong button. That's okay. Okay. It's the other side. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. Yeah. So that's one of your solstice things that you can do. Nothing lost, everything gained. 100%. Nope. Oh my gosh, what is with me and my buttons? Okay. Thank you. We've done that accidentally now. How many times? Cool. So my hands don't always follow commands, and that's like a literal thing for me. So I do apologize that seems to get in the way sometimes. My brain's bad, to be honest. 1, 2. Oh no! Well, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Alright, so now we know it's got to be when the ball is over there more. Can you pick that up, please? Thank you. Okay, and we need this to come back over here. I felt like I was being clever there for a second. And I was being clever, just not the clever that the game is asking for. It's fine. Hey, Sarah, can I have some arrows? Thank you. Awesome. Leave it there. Yeah. Singing every day. Me too, Steph. We can do that one together. I actually, my personal victory right now is I just started voice lessons last week. And I'm really excited about them. Oh, it's not. Does it still go over? It does. You know, that's great. Could have gone a little better. But I'm going to do something else here. Cool. Look at that. It works. Well, what was I doing all that for? And boom. And the ball's over there still, right? Yeah. Right? Right. Fantastic. So now we just got to figure out how to get the chest. But I have a feeling. Oh, wind resistance was terrible on that one. Oh, so close. Wait a second. My arrow's over here. Haha. Cool. Let's go from here. Oh, go the other direction, Link. Why? Okay. No, you overshot. Okay, fine. We will get the chest. But hey, we're doing really great. Let's just go over here and confirm. Did the ball go in? No, it didn't. Well, where did the ball go? Here it is. It's okay. It's okay, because everything's lined up for it to work right, so I'm not mad. I'm fine with that. Just gotta... Oh, I know how to go over and get the chest. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We figured it all out. Things work themselves out. Trust the universe. I sound facetious there, but honestly, that's how I get by in life. Here you go. Buddy, what was that? There you go. All right. Now, if I spin this a bit. Oh, hang on, cutscene. Yes, good job. Thank you very much. I'm quite pleased. Singing and dancing are great for spell work. Yes, they are. I actually, when I do spell work for clients, I always sing, no matter what. And it's been fantastic for actual results. I have a client recently who was like, I did the magic, and the very same day, as I was still letting the magic finish, I got a call from the client being like, did you do something? And I was like, the candles haven't even burned yet. And I like explained to them what I did and what I, felt like the message was and all the stuff. And they were like, I can't believe you did that. And it's not hard, right? Like, just pick a song you like and let it be your thing. I was into Wicked at the minute. So I adapted, that's not really worth it for me. I adapted a Wicked song for the purpose of what I was doing. And it worked, and it was great. So you can always do whatever you want to do there. And you will succeed one way or another. Look at this. Booyah! Ah, one step closer to more hearts and stuff. Love it. Yes. Cool. All right, we'll skip that. Yes. And that's 3. Cool. I can't remember how many we need. But we got all our hearts back. Love that for us too. You get to point of flow with dance sometimes, which makes it a lot easier. That's exactly it though, Ren. Like singing and dancing, singing is great for the vibration, right? So when you're singing, you're doing what some ancients might have called toning. And I confirmed this with a student of mine today. I do private mentorship, by the way, and I'm going to be offering that even more directly through my website soon. So if you wanted private mentorship, we can absolutely do that. One of my private mentors, or mentees, I guess, we were talking today about toning and how they wanted to see things more with their naked eye instead of just in their third eye and visualization. And for them, toning helped them see. You can actually see the colors of the music, and it's crazy to say out loud. But I've experienced that myself when I was in Egypt. We we snuck into what may have at one point been a tomb and started toning there. Oh, look at this. So that was fun. And you could see when you would sing louder, the ball of color would grow. And when you would sing softer, it would get softer. And so for me, singing is my easiest way of tuning into the energy of magic and getting that kind of, like you said, getting into it that way, getting to point of flow. I love how you said that, Ren. So that's another thing to think about. Dance is another thing because you're moving energy in that, I think, is one of the ways. I am not a dancer. I am not a dancer. It does not go well for me. Coordination, like I've been in shows and like theater, and I was a show person professionally for a while. So like I just do not enjoy it the same way other people do. And I can appreciate how good they are. My astrology mentor is a professional dancer and will actually make magical talisman dance performances. So that's something to think about as well. The colors, I've only seen them a couple times while dancing though. You see them while dancing, Ren. See, that's really cool to me. I've never heard that before. I believe you, 100%. If you want to share a little bit more about like what kind of point of flow you were doing. And so when we talk about colors, what people are seeing is, you know, you can say that it's maybe the color that the wavelengths of the sound might take on the visible spectrum. I don't really know, but I do know that I've seen it, and I totally agree and believe that that you've seen it while dancing. I have to talk to my mentor and see what she thinks, because that's cool. Okay, we're also gonna buy all of these. Oh, I just went for one. Hang on, never mind, because I want all of them. I know I'm saving up for clothes, but we gotta get arrows here. Wow. Okay, and none of these are. Oh my goodness, you took all my money for arrows. Jeepers. Okay. Actually, look what I've got. Can I get money? Usually ore will be the thing we want to do here, so that's not. Where do we hide our ore? We put ore in the same place as this? I don't think that's right. No, but we do though. Look at that. Yes, all the money back. That's right. Look at the interest. See, I put energy out and it comes back to me threefold, more or less. Never enough arrows. I agree. We're doing really great with spells right now too. You can have all of them. That's fine. I don't need them yet. Yes, make me able to get the clothes that I need. Honestly, that'll be the best. Of them all. We need to do more mining. When we see rocks and watch them glitter, we should actually mine them because we can sell them to Beetle. So that's how we're going to be able to afford stuff. It used to be in Zelda that you would just cut grass and rupees would be there, and so you could go literally farming for everything in the grass, and it would be yours for the taking. Easy peasy, no one else involved. But that's not how it is anymore. Ooh. This is a good, I'm going to pick this up just because. It's something that we'll do gradually because it's all over the map. But it's something that we can come back for. Also beating up chickens. Beating up chickens wouldn't get you, hey Gabe. We were talking about your lecture at Norwalk today, Gabe, in the Perfections talk. Yeah, beating up chickens wouldn't get you rupees. Returning them would though. So there's that. Do you want to cook here since those... You know what, AJ? Best mod ever award? Yes. I also want these guys to do this and I'll get... Yeah. I'll take the 300 rupees and I'll do the work for it. Not a problem. Oh. I'll do my best. Thanks. All right. Now, let's make that stuff we were trying to make before, or the rain moved in before. All right. And I think... Right? Because we didn't have to use it. Look, we didn't have to use it when we finally made it. Yay! So we'll get to have both of them. What luck! Let's see if I can get... What did we say here? Well, you know what? We got some stuff. This will help in the bitter cold. This is going to be helpful soon. So we'll do some of this. I guess I only have one of them. And that. Okay. And then some of these. And some apples. I don't know. Here we go. And back, and cook, and watch Link be proud of himself. Oh, whoop, there we go. I was proud of myself yesterday. I did some baking. Very proud, actually. It's another mushroom skewer, so basically did not get the results I wanted, but that's okay. I made my pumpkin cookies yesterday, and I made them a little bit differently, and these, I put a lot of pressure on these cookies. I shouldn't. Do not be like me. In this case at least. These cookies go back to the beginning of the end of my relationship, and so every year I make them, mostly for him, and it's very important to me that if I make them differently, he still likes them, and this year, I think I did a pretty good job, so I'm excited about that. Yeah. You're making pumpkin spice cookies. That's amazing. Mine are pumpkin oatmeal, dark chocolate chip cookies with cream cheese icing. Yeah, and I use whole grain flour. Yeah, so it's good stuff. They are tasty. And the rain has just arrived. Oh my gosh. What is this? All right, so yeah, they are. Kudos to an aunt from my childhood on those. I realized, like, I was this year old. Oh, we have another dragon over here. Hang on. Oh, no, I don't... There we go. I'm going to run so we can see him. So this is a different dragon. We saw one last week, too. But we get to see this guy moving through the canyons. Look at that. How majestic. Hang on. Hang on. Go down. Where is he? There he is. Boom. Fire dragon. Phenomenal. You'll love to see it. Maveline learned how to make an apple pie. That's also amazing. Congratulations. I imagine there's some skill to that. Just because, you know, I can think about it. When it comes to gastronomy, Dan is definitely the more gifted one. Oh my gosh. I need more hearts before I can do this stuff. Is that... Are you a shrine that I haven't done yet? Let's go that way. Yeah, we need shrines, just in a big way. I should probably, at the stall here, go take out Blot, since we still haven't gotten a new horse. But yeah, you're so glad you could finally log in. Beulah, it's so great to see you. Dragons, cookies, yeah. Yeah, so... We're having a really great conversation. I appreciate everybody here for this. Hey. Tea and spice exchange has flavored sugar. That's cool. That's awesome. Okay, we're going to take our horse. We're going to take out Blot. Yes. Let's see if Blot will be our friend again. And there he is. Yeah. Thank you. I want to go talk to my horse now. Thanks. Okay. Just general direction. Are you still mad, buddy? Like, goodness. Oh, don't go. Sorry. There you go. Sorry. There we go. Let's just go trot along. I'm gonna keep giving you the compliments. Blot doesn't look it, but I have a feeling. Blot is Venus ruled. Or, you know, maybe some Leo qualities here. We really enjoy the validation and appreciation. No, don't go. I'm literally not putting him in that direction. It's crazy. Yeah. Honestly, ginger stuff has been really appealing to me. Ginger's one of my favorite herbs in general because it has so many uses. It's kind of like mint. So many uses that are fantastic. One, of course, being that it helps your throat. So as we were saying, you know, I'm getting into voice lessons. People in the chat are talking about how singing's really useful and helpful for them. How is this shrine? Tell me it was a shrine and not the volcano by accident. In a different map, man. Yeah, you know, Vlad, I'm starting to question my sanity. You guys saw it too, right? It was like a shrine. I saw the detail and stuff. We're gonna have to get high ground here. I know I'm not that crazy. I saw it in the distance and it had the designs on it. I really thought I did. And if not, why not is the question here. Where are my shrines? Okay, so that's where I was looking, and I put a marker on the castle. Got it. Oh, but here's a Korok, so that's fun. That's nice. And we got the Korok. Ginger sugar sounds so good, yeah. They make like sugar candy, or ginger candies, which are like lozenges. That's really nice. Ginger's fantastic, obviously, for the throat, but also for the stomach. If you're feeling bloaty, or you have a stomach ache, stuff like that can be very helpful. I don't know why I'm climbing a tree. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of the thing that we have here. We can no, I want to delete this scan. Because it's gonna distract me. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. If you see a shrine, shout in all caps in the chat. You're drinking ginger tea for that exact reason now. Settles the stomach. I'm sorry your stomach needs settling, but I'm glad you have what you need to feel settled. Well, buddy, how are we gonna get out of this? There we go. Okay. Let's find you a gentle way down. Cool. I just feel like there should be shrines everywhere. When I played this the first time, I feel like there were tons of shrines. But I could be wrong. I need to get some ginger and get car sick so easy. Yeah, that's another good thing. Oh boy. Yeah, I actually never got car sick up until this year. But according to my nutritionist, it was probably more exhaustion. I was coming from Norwalk. I got like a 4 a.m. flight to Seattle to go visit my mentor in San Francisco. And I went straight from the plane to her house to go on a 3-hour hike in the mountains outside of San Francisco, which no one really tells you or talks about it much that I had known about. But those roads are windy. And so on the way back from the hike, which I had tried to stay hydrated on, and I like had a third of a protein bar, I got motion sick, and it was quite the thing. So right now our focus is bonding with Blot, clearly, and just keeping eyes out for any sign of a shrine. We are heading north right now, which is not directly where we want to be going, but if we go over that way, we get another tower, which is fine. But it gets really cold, and I'm just hoping we can get some more shrines before we do that. The other good news... No, you're a bee guy. I know you are. Hang on. The other good news is that after Christmas, I should have the updated version of this game, which will have better, quality and frame rate and that whole thing. So, yes. Just keep this out. We talk to you. Oh, we put it away. You know which way I should go. I wanted to go to the Gerudo Desert. I do know. Fun fact, the Yiga are also from the Gerudo Desert, and she's about to get all mad at me. It's your head. You're so clever. But I've got a dog. Okay. Hey, we're doing better now. That was nice. Wolflink, you are appreciated, but we had the skill to do that ourselves. I'm very proud of us. And we got another vicious sickle. Great. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, now that we've got Wolflink out, though, I want to do some walking so that we don't lose him. Because if we go back on the horse, he's going to teleport away. And what we realized before is that we only have so many times that we can summon him before the game's like, no, don't do that. So, don't go after the moose or the deer. Leave the deer alone. Buddy, we're going to get some meat, is what's going to happen here. Okay, well, yeah. What else? Oh, no. You will leave my dog alone. Oof, I don't think he needs my help. He is going for them first. Okay, we're gonna just try to keep up with the dog. Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't chase him forever away. I don't have the stamina. Oh, no. Okay, you came back. Good job. Good job, bud. Wow. I mean, you are a wolf. He is Steph. Totally BA. Amazing. This dog. Good boy. Good boy. Thank goodness it's a video game. Because otherwise, let me tell you, I would train the dog. I'm trying not to get as close to that goat. Just try to spare it. Yeah, why do I see clouds? No, okay. So the cool thing is down at the bottom, we can see the weather. It's going to get cloudy, and then it's going to, say it with me, rain. So phenomenal. I would like to find... Oh, no. We're going after the wolves again. Oh. Don't go off the cliff. Don't go off the cliff. Oh, gosh. This is... That's pretty chaotic there, friend. You are persistent. gonna rain before we know it because, yeah, okay, good. The wolf has gotten away. Oh, God, the goat. Well, we have plenty that we can cook with now, is the good news. I can't believe we're not in a mapped region. But again, I also can't believe we're not seeing more shrines. There are 100 in this game. Anyway, yeah. So we have covered lightly the new moon and the solstice. What are your plans for the solstice? What are you guys doing? Why am I doing that? There we go. Or is there anything else that you want to bring up? Because I'm here. I'm having a good time. And like I said, after the holiday, I should have more to work with here. The new version of this game, it's more just like an enhanced version, comes with, oh boy, nice, good job. It comes with an app that helps you search stuff out, so that'll be a lot easier. Can you climb this? Are you good? Nope. Okay, he's just gonna go down there. Okay, that's fine. I'm certainly not gonna lose you, buddy. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So good stuff. So Jenny, I just read about your salt and lemon packets. I bet that helps with the throat amazingly. I'm just wondering how it tastes. Oh, brother. It's not even fair at this point. Yeah, I remember, it's honestly not bad. Well, that's good to know. I remember, oh man. I remember once, I was about to audition to be that show person I had mentioned. I was a show person at an amusement park, the summer of 2011. And, Wolf Link, I know you're still around. There you go, buddy. You know what? If we head to that tower, we head to that tower. Goodness knows. The night before, though, I had a terrible sore throat. And it's all right, buddy. We got a sweater for you. Oh, still not enough. Oh, okay. Rude. I don't have any pepper stuff ready. Oh, I don't want to have to teleport somewhere. I think we're going to have to teleport. Dang it. This is kind of what I wanted to avoid, but that's okay. We're not as far as we'd like to think from a place, so that's fine. Let's just go back. I think Link will come with us. We'll see. Just imagining some of my friends might use this lemon and salt to claim they need to travel margarita. Honestly, I usually use lemon and salt for freezer spells. So we talked about this in my students' group chat, where you take half a lemon, you put the name of the person you want to freeze out in the lemon, and you put salt on it for protection. And then, oh no, the rain's coming. Okay. Wait, where's the horse stable? That is far away for this shrine. I expected one closer. And Wolflink left us. That's fine. Yeah, so you take half a lemon, you put the person's name in the lemon, you salt the lemon, and you can add like rosemary or whatever protective stuff you want to use. And in that, you put that all in a Ziploc bag, and then in the freezer, and it will freeze the person out. Freezer spells are excellent because they keep someone away, but they don't necessarily hurt them, which, you know, depending on what your goals are, is very useful, right? It's just like, I just want you not here. I would like some freedom from the stress that you cause, that kind of stuff. I have been known to do that for people when necessary. Okay, we're gonna make sure that the peppers outnumber everything else. And then we'll use one of those, peppers and bananas, right? Why not? We'll just throw in one of that. Let's see what this turns into. Let it be edible, please. You can make something that's absolutely rotten here, but we did simmered fruit, which did not give us the heat the heat stuff. Okay. We're just gonna hold all the spicy peppers. You asked for it, Link. I tried to make it palatable. So here we go. And sauteed peppers. 12 minutes of cold resistance. I'll take that. Okay. And now here we go again. I mean, we went to the top of the tower and we scoped it out, right? Like, do we go back to the top of the tower and try to see if we see more shrines? Don't rip me. I just want to go to the tower. It won't let me go to the tower because I died. Okay, we're going to go to the tower because we can just teleport anywhere. Yeah, spicy salsa. The spiciest. 100%. Yeah. Clearly, that's what Link needs, I guess. Fine. Yep. Yeah, it's that time of year. Around the solstice, you need warming foods. That's another thing to do around the solstice, actually. One of the things I always forget, which is so very not Taurus of me, around the solstice, yes, we talk a lot about fires, and we talk a lot about making wishes and manifesting and, you know, bringing lights and that kind of stuff. But what about the feasting? Make good food. Remember, this is about the time of the year where the harvest that you reaped in the fall is coming around for you and like making good for you. So this is where you tap into that cornucopia and you know, enjoy what you had. It's a big time of year for, like, you know, how far have I come, that kind of stuff. But yeah, a feast, which, you know, solstice rituals and celebrations that were, I will say, appropriated into Christmas and things like that. Even though there are traditions that developed independently, there's still a little bit of work to be done there. So we'll be honest about it for sure. But that is very much about feasting. So feel free to feast and cook the stuff that's special and feels lovely to you. All right. What's our goal here, you guys? There are no shrines nearby. I can't believe it. What's that glowy thing down there, though? It's just a red thing. I know that's going to be a puzzle of some sort. But it's also lightning-y over there and constant rain. I still can't believe I don't see more shrines. Okay. That being said, let's... Ooh, lied. Let's fall off the tower. Yay. We did, Russ. We made it just by sneaking by everything on about the 5th try. Because turns out I didn't have what I needed to make lightning resistant food either. And I will say, I've been thinking about this because I felt so bad. Last week you made the excellent observation. Here comes the rain. The excellent observation that I should just use food. I am notoriously forgetful of potions and food and like pausing the game in intense moments. So that's something that will likely come into play. I appreciate the reminders about that. Are those baobab trees? Not technically, but I love that you brought up baobab trees. And I only know so much about baobab trees because I was on a safari in Uganda once. But also, working at Disney World, you hang out in Animal Kingdom and you talk about baobab trees a lot. Hi, horsies. Can we be friends? As I sneak up on you guys, just know I'm coming. I need that Sheikah armor. The Sheikah clothing is how we're going to be able to sneak up on horses and make them be friends with us. Or we can get them stuck on a mountain, which is an entirely... nope, still not good enough. That's fine. That's fine. You guys run free. It's Sagittarius season for a few more days. Enjoy. That's fine. I can appreciate a free horse. I don't need your arrows because I'm fully stocked up. Right now, I'm just truly on a mission for shrines. That is my main goal here, and it's not going well. There's the one there that we already did. I just feel like with a higher vantage point, we should be doing okay. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Yeah, so we are looking for shrines, and in the meantime, we're talking magic. So, things we've already talked about, for anybody who's joining us a little bit later, we talked about the new moon. Happy to revisit some stuff there if you're particularly interested in it. We talked about the solstice and some stuff to do. Our highlight was, of course, the 12 days. 13 notes, 12 days. You burn each goal that you make for yourself. There's the dragon again. What a great vantage point we have here, though. Look at him go. I feel like... I know the 3 original goddesses in this game are Furor, which is of the wind, Nehru, which is the water one, and then something with a D, I think, which would be the fire one. Din. Din was fire. Din, Nehru, and Furor are the 3 golden goddesses that created this world. You get really good lore about them in Ocarina of Time, which, by the way, if you watch Stranger Things and you love Steve as much as I do, Ocarina of Time is one of Joe's favorites. Joe is the person who plays Steve. One of his favorite video games, which, no, sir. You are not. Hang on. Because, look, we prepped for this, but I don't need that many. I'm not going to waste that now. So we also have fish that I need to cook. I'm just going to give myself a couple apples because we, nice. That'll do. You want to come at me? No, I didn't think so. Oh. Cool. Sorry, got a little bit mad there because I'm tired of dying. We'll get there though. We're gonna... Horsies. Somebody be my friend. Leave that fox alone. Now they're going after the fox? Good lord. Ooh, Amber. What's mad at me now? Something with arrows. Buddy, it's gonna be daylight soon. You'll be fine. Okay. Those are ore. That sun's coming up. You guys will go away now. Yay. Oh, man. That's what I have to say about that. I will light this whole place on fire. It's raining, so it'll be fine. You're gonna tell me. Okay. Ah, I think I see a shrine. It's way out there, but I think I see it. Not while I'm flying, Keys. No, thank you. Try someone else. Okay. Partner is vegan. Hey! So I'm guessing that someone is making something vegan, which I think is fantastic. Vegan food is my favorite kind of food, honestly. Anything that's like veggie forward, but also tastes delicious, I'm down. Okay, so I think, yes, that's where we're going. You. Cool. What's this? Not vegan, unfortunately. Oops. Pot roast. Ooh, pot roast for 1? That sounds delicious. I'm gonna talk to you. Ooh, you are very friendly. Do you want to go to... No, I don't really feel like it. Sorry, I know, but it's, you're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. I'll be cheering you on later. Steve. Eddie in Stranger Things, because he was like swinging the sword around with all the bats. Yeah, legit. I can see that. I can see that. I'm nervous. I don't know here who watches Stranger Things. I am nervous about the next episode because I've seen the theories and they make me sad. Well, fortunate for you. Yes. Honestly, yeah, Ren, that sounds amazing. It sounds delicious. AJ, well, I mean, I'm excited to see what happens because clearly cool show. Excited and worried. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I can't wait to see it. And also, no, just the points that they've made are decent points, and I hate it. So that's just where I stand for now. People, yeah, that's exactly what I'm hoping doesn't happen. Yeah. I dare not even speak it aloud. Okay, I think down here, we're getting towards where we're also headed. I think our little quest needs to happen around here because we have to get over to that perch. That thing flying in the air is the thing we're going to fight. So we are, believe it or not, making progress towards this cutscene. Part of me also thinks we might want to do a couple of the photo cutscenes as well, just so we have more context in what we're going to see in the cutscenes there. Those are more or less teleportable for some of them. So let me know what you think. And here's a shrine here. Yay. And then there's one on the other part too. There's one over there. Well, we'll do this one first because this shouldn't be too bad. Shrines near stables are usually not too bad. I hope I'm not making a liar out of myself. We'll see. Oh, also, vote for everybody really quick. Next week, Wednesday is Christmas Eve. I do some celebrations with my husband's family that night, so I will not be doing a stream that week. We're going to take the week of Christmas off from the Monday Magic Mood Boost, from the Twitch stream, and from the Alchemist Ink Spell. But we will be back the following week. I can be here Monday Magic Mood Boost. Happy to do a New Year's Eve stream if you guys would want that. So let me know because I can definitely be here. I will have my new setup at that point. Hopefully, I'm going to start working on it literally tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But getting this set up wasn't so bad. So it should be doable. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's see here. What are we doing now? Aim for the moment. Words to live by, y'all. Okay, we're going to stand here because this is eventually going to move, I'm sure. We need that. Sounds like a stasis kind of thing here. Is it magnesis or is it stasis? It's going to be stasis. So here's the thing. Let's just try to stasis it. We'll see what happens. There we go. I don't know what that's going to do. Oh. Did I just put it right back where it was? That's what I was afraid was going to happen. Well, let's see. We know we can stasis it, and that's probably aim for the moment, though. Sounds like we're going to need to shoot something. But I can't shoot through that thing, so I got to catch it when it's above and shoot it with an arrow for reasons. See what that does. Yeah, that did it. And then this will, whoa, goodness. Well, you know, cool. This is how we're gonna get over there. Alright, I want my arrows back. We know that's always my primary goal. Here they are. Yes to New Year? Yay! Oh, good. Thanks, Ren. Like, I would prefer to spend New Year's Eve with you guys. At the regular time, too. Which I say because that should hopefully also mean, oh my goodness. Wow. No, don't hurt yourself. We just need our arrows back. Got it. I think that was the only one there. Yeah, I say that because we are not done. Because if we were, where else are we going? Oh, in there, I suppose. Yeah, so I would rather spend New Year's Eve hanging with you guys. But that way we'll finish at our usual time. Whoa. And then, and then you'll still have plenty of opportunity to do anything else that you're celebrating that night. So you get the best of both worlds. Shout out to all my Hannah Montana fans out there. Cool. I just stay home and have champagne anyway. Yep. I stay home, I get sparkling water, and I put some like mint and fruit in it. And it makes me pretty happy, I'll gotta say. Yep. And that makes 3 or 4. Cool. I think 4 is all we need, but we do have that one right across the bridge, and if it's easy to get to, we'll do that. And then we'll go get another heart. But yeah, we'll spend some New Year's time here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, AJ, Steve, and Robin. Those are my favorite. Robin is so relatable. Yep. Cool. Yeah, so we'll take a week off, but then we'll come back for New Year's. And we'll come back to a new and improved setup, which I'm excited about. I'm very excited about it, to be honest with you. Dan and I are doing, and we're reclaiming a childhood tradition of just coming home on Christmas and quote unquote playing with our toys that we got that day. Egads. Happened to notice that section of cliff there looks almost man-made. Well, this will be in our quest thing, so that's fun. We're good on stuff here. Yeah, so on Christmas Day, once we're done with the celebrations with family, we're gonna come home and I'm gonna download games onto my gaming PC and get like the things I'm hoping are a part of that day set up. And I'm very excited about it because honestly, it means better set up to hang out with you guys and more conducive to that. So that's really, really exciting for me. I really enjoy this. Another thing, Dan and I play Genshin Impact, and we've been doing exploration recently, and it's been hilarious to the point that I'm wheezing laughing, okay? It's not necessarily magical, so this would be something we would do as an occasional bonus, where it would be Genshin Impact exploration featuring Dan. He would be just a voice on the thing, because he's not very interested in like setting up a camera and stuff, but it's so funny. I don't even know how to explain how much I'm laughing in these things. If you guys would be interested in that, occasionally I'm cool with when Dan feels like it, letting Dan join the stream for just an extra kind of thing. We'd probably still keep our regular ones, but it would be like an additional something, another weeknight kind of situation. Probably a little bit more on the impromptu side. So it would be like a, follow to know when we're doing it kind of thing. But yeah, it's, oh my gosh. The amount, like, you'll watch me cry laughing. And, like, Dan's hilarious. I'm pretty funny too, to my credit. But us together, it's a vibe, and I'm so grateful for it. We're going on, 12 years together? 10 years married? So, yeah. Thanks, AJ. Yeah. Last night, we were doing this one thing. I'm trying to figure out if the story would translate well or not. I don't know if I'm going to make it up here. We're going to try though. And I had to do this one puzzle where you had to like jump in a bubble and get it to float you up, but it was very precarious. So like if you fell out of the bubble, you had to wait for it to respawn, which was really annoying. And then Dan kept trying to jump in the bubble with me, which he knew would ruin the bubble. And so at one point he like flew by because I was looking down to center myself in this thing. And there was this enemy and he was like, don't worry about that guy. He's all the way across this cavern. He's not going to come at us. And then as I'm looking down, I see like Dan flying and then the guy just launched after him across the cavern. So you hear, don't worry about that guy. Oh my God. And it was very much like that news blooper where the news anchor is like, this baby rhino is behind this gate and he can't get out. Oh my God. I laughed for an extended period of time on that one. It was fantastic. And I just feel like as long as he's comfortable with it, I'm comfortable with it, and you guys are interested in it, occasionally in times like these, we all need a little bit of Dan's sense of humor. So I'm happy to set that up. It's so good. Russ has met Dan because you went to Japan with us, so you know what I'm talking about. We made it to the shrine pretty straightforward. Makes me concerned about what the shrine's going to ask us to do. Yeah. Haha. Awesome. Let's see what this one has us go for. And then I'm hoping from here we can just go to Rito Village. Rito Village has a shrine we can pray at while also furthering the story a little bit. But again, I do think we should, once we get a teleport near there, we should try to go to some of the picture screens, not screens, cutscenes. This is a major test of strength. No, not doing it. I'm just gonna walk back this way because we're not ready for this yet. Honestly, I don't think I'm ever ready for this. I'd rather fight a Lionel than do these major tests of strength. It's not even a major test of strength. It's a major test of coordination, which is not fair. I don't have that. I'm not coordinated. So stop trying to make me be. Major test of strength. Major pain in my butt. But that's just an opinion. All right. Okay, so we have that tower. And I know somewhere near there, I'll have a good nope. You gotta be smart. Okay, so we have that tower, and then we have the Rito Village over there. That's what I'm thinking. Also, that's a Korok, and since we're headed this way anyway. We'll get the tower, which this is the best angle to approach it at, it seems. And then you are a Korok. You're gonna be a bow one, aren't you? Because of course you are, because everybody wants my arrows. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's be wise about this. Oh, goodness. Nope. There. Oh. Is it just you? Oh, man. Hello. Oh. Oh, man. There we go. Bow is badly damaged. I don't mind that. Whoa! Oh my goodness. You guys. Oh my goodness. What were we saying about coordination? Okay, new bow. New bow. And it's you. You're just a circle. This one is just mocking me. Oh no, there's another one! What is this? Oh. There we go. Alright, now where are you? You're coming around. There we go. And we still have 23 left. That's just sad. Speaking of coordination, like I said, that's exactly what I needed to make my confidence go up. Okay, yep, and there is our shrine. So, boop. There we go. Tower, shrine, cutscenes, story progression. We have goals, and it's going to be great. Yeah. So, speaking of, we were talking about our, oh, this is malice stuff, but it's okay because it's Breath of the Wild, so we just have to get past some things. It would be better if we had the sneaky stuff, but it's okay. We'll make this work. Just don't step in the goo. That's all we gotta do. The goo will seep your life away from you, and it's not preferred. Okay, let's keep stasis if they're gonna roll rocks down at me. That's okay. This is a common Zelda trope. I'm used to it, and I will prevail. I'm just gonna use these guys and crawl up them a lot. Okay. Appreciate the arrow count on the crosshair though. For real, right? When I used to play things like Ocarina of Time, I'd run out of arrows all the time and I wouldn't know it, and then I'd be stuck. And for young me, that was panic inducing. But if you hear tippy tappies, it's because Jack just came into the room. Hey, buddy. Hi, good boy. You're just sweet baby. You are. My buddy. Yes, I know. He is resting his chin on my chair because it is Jack's tradition that when I'm in my chair for an extended period of time, there must be a mealtime occurring nearby. It's not an accurate tradition, but it is his thing. And we're about to get, thanks to Dan, a rare Jack sighting. Hi, buddy. You want to look at the camera over there? Hey, buddy. He's not as easy to maneuver as Zelda is. So that's Jack. Come towards me. There you go. That's Jack. Poor buddy. And that's why we don't often have Jack on camera. He's a bit of a heftier boy. He's not overweight. We are very careful about that. I'm going to play this very safe. I don't remember in this game how to get rid of the malice. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. We love our Jack. Should probably have... Oh, you shoot those things. Excuse me. That's right. Look at that. Oh! Bonus! I think we're also going to get a Zelda sighting because she just got snatched. Here's Zelda. Yeah, we played this game for you, little girl. Here you go. She knows where the camera is. Thanks, babe. Oh, I'm still got my bow out. Yeah. Zelda can always find the camera. Jack has no idea. Okay, so we're gonna hop through here and oh, there we go. Look at that. Barely a scratch. Crawl up there. Now I imagine. No, we're good. Well, what a good trick. She knows her angles. And she's gorgeous, isn't she? Oh, goodness. Both puppies. Yeah, very rare to get both puppies in a single stream. And Jack, of course, has now brought out the ball. You're a good boy. Yeah. We're getting spoiled here. I'm glad you guys enjoy them too. I really love these dogs. They have been so good. They're really good friends, and I love them. Right, Bubba? You're great. You got the good tippy tappies. Yeah. And it's just nice because all I'm doing right now is climbing. So of course I've got an extra hand to pet your little head. Great. I do have to, I am doing something though. I have thought so many times about like how to give them a raised bed to put them sort of in the camera frame so that you guys could see them whenever they want to jump in their bed. But I don't know if they would do it is the problem. So there would be some training involved and some, incredible feats of engineering I'm not sure I'm capable of. But hey, I didn't think I could set up a Twitch stream either, so we'll see. And we're at the top of a tower again! Look at this! Things are easy when you don't stress about them. Yeah. Okay. Another map unlocked. Yay! Also, AJ has been making really nice progress. We're not going to rush this, but just so you know, AJ's been doing some really good work, making some emojis that are inspired by Jack and Zelda Bear. Zelda's, of course, has a very sus look to her, which is characteristic Zelda. Quintessential Zelda, you might say. And there goes Jack. Cool. New map. We love to see it. Some streamers have a camera on their dog bed. Yeah. Where it is and have a second camera on them. Yep. I follow some of them, and I'm thinking about it. If that's something you guys would be interested in, especially since I'm going to be moving my setup into the living room soon, it should be easier to do. I can definitely try to set that up. Okay, so that's where we're going next. Let's head there. go into Rito Village and we'll worship the statue, and then we'll do some cutscene stuff, and we'll see where we're at there. Looks like there's also, I remember that shrine over there. That's a pretty one, but we gotta wait until after we bring that guy back before we can do that shrine over there, which is why it's particularly, like, I don't know, maybe it's why it's more particularly red. Or maybe I'm just making that up because of the distance. But it's fine. Kitty girl is getting older. Oh, so we randomly consider how many little sets of stairs could, whoa, no, oh gosh. It's okay, it's okay. Wasn't watching my stamina. Yeah, we've got our little babies on, they are on joint medication because they are corgis. Fortunately, neither of them have a particular issue with hip dysplasia. We're really lucky about that. There should be a shrine around here for the horse stable, but it might be the one that's across the bridge. And that's fine. I remember we have to do like a bit of a quest to get across the bridge, but I'll have to look into that and see where we're at. My gosh, guys. Can we be a little bit more chill about this? Oh, cool. We did that. Rito stable. Yeah, usually it'd be nice if there were one right here, but I don't think there is. So that big tree over there. Okay, we're stuck on a sign. That big tree over there looks more like a baobab tree to me. If we want to go back on that. Full circle. Nope, don't do that. But also, I guarantee there's a Korok in it. So we're going to just check this out really quick. Alright. Yeah, look at that. What? It's like I played this game. Several ramps. Yeah, I have a ramp up to my bed for these two because Jack's 10. Okay, like we are trying. This dog will not use the ramp that goes right up to the bed. He must jump. So it is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna get mad at me or can I just walk past you? I feel like you're just gonna let me walk by. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, Zelda. Zelda is rolling around somewhere right now. You can tell because that's the noise she makes when she does it. Lisa, may I please go enough into the thing? I just feel like I remember having to do a quest here. Zelda, are you literally right in front of the desk? That's adorable. Yeah. It is like pro hide and seek, for sure. And again, very Fae, right? You're playing their game and they give you a reward and you're like, thanks, I guess. And then you find out it's actually extremely useful, so yay. Cool, cool, cool. Ah, no, I knew it. Are we just gonna have to notice that this thing is there and then I can go get the shrine, please? So this is what we're gonna be fighting. Well, we're gonna be going through this on different levels, fighting things within it, activating things, and then fighting a big boss at the end, which I will panic about. Yeah. Wonder if her fuzzy little beans would prefer ramps. Yeah, you know what? His and hers might prefer a ramp. Yeah, we used to have a ramp, but these are like solid. We had solid steps for a while, and they didn't like those. So maybe a ramp is the way. You're guarding this. I don't like the fact that you're guarding. Oh, it's okay. I'll just walk right by you. Good job, buddy. Good job. I mean, that's what I was hoping for anyway. So, hi, this is what we're going to do. Okay, I'm thinking hearts for now. Because we got to make sure we can stay alive. We're managing pretty well with the stamina. So, heart container. There's a question. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm mixing up the two games. Tears of the Kingdom. You have to do a quest, and you have to go find Tulin, who, by the way, is voiced by Christina V. I think it's still Christina V. Is it Christina V? Maybe it's not Christina V. Because I know Our giant Korok friend is voiced by Christina V, but Tulin is also one of my favorite voice actors, if I recall. And Tulin is one of the new characters that's coming to Animal Crossing in January, which is neato. Alright, so we gotta find this shrine, which we just like go up high enough to. So we're just gonna run the gamut here till we run into it. I'll talk to all these guys later, do not worry. Right now I just want to make sure we get our teleport here. And I thought so, thank you. Dan looked it up, it is Christina V. So Christina V has 2 characters in Tears of the Kingdom. Fun to know. Christina V is probably my favorite voice actor. Yeah. The chat says thanks, Dan. Hi, Spinal Saturn. Good to see you. I love the name because Saturn does rule the spine for anybody who was interested. I'm in a folk magic kind of group. It would be a coven, but we're not, it's just not the name we use for ourselves. And I'm going to be teaching them an introduction to magical elections using astrology, and that's going to include the Zodiac Man. Of course, Saturn ruling the spine as a planet, but that's what I was thinking of. So I'm thinking about, because it's going to be recorded, I'm thinking about offering it on my website for like a cheap amount, so you can get the recording of this, like how to do magical elections if you're just starting out, safely enough to not have to worry. Good Lord. All right. Well, at least I can use a sword. We'll just use this because we can crash it a little bit. Okay, we're gonna need to assess here. What's the goal? Is the goal to? Is there a pattern I have to imitate? Or is it just that they all have to be done? I don't think that's the case. And there are stairs. So let me see what these show me. Okay. Well, first and foremost, rude. Got that out of the way. Will you be doing West Coast Gathering like last year again? Not currently planned, no. One thing Em and I are doing though, we are thinking about doing a shorter kind of trip that's more of just like channel and chill. So that'll be coming up. This is Liz. Okay, makes sense. I love it. Hi Liz, good to see you. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm so glad you could join us. That means a lot. Yeah, that's not on the docket just yet. So, okay, that's just so we can see that. Alrighty, next we go down here. I just feel like there should be something that's like these fans should go in particular. But let's see what happens here. Boom. And maybe it's just that everything has to be going at one point. So if you've got those, then you get the ones across there. Cool. And then I think I'm seeing how this is going to go. Taking stock. Okay, that's someone that's in here. Who's gonna have this? I believe it's gonna be you, my friend. Okay, we're almost there. Not to say we're not gonna do adjustments, but you can afford to come over here. And then So glad that you got us. Oh, yay! I'm glad too, Liz. That's awesome. Phenomenal. Where's this one going? This one can go that way. And that's going that way. And this one can go that way. This one's going that way. And this one can go that way. just those two. So it makes sense that this, well, this one could go either way because it's one on either side. So this is my big wild card because it would do two this way, which makes more sense. And it doing two that way, well, it only really does one that way. So who else would do this one? Nobody. So these, alright, yeah, bring him back. Whoop. All the way around. Yeah. Congratulations on the job, Liz. That's really good to hear. Let's see. What are you doing? Oh, you can face this way. This is the only one that can hit this one as far as I can. But if I do this, there's another puzzle that that doesn't make much sense because we got that guy. There's another puzzle that I do in Genshin games, and Dan will do his best to actually puzzle it out, and bless him, because I just smack things willy-nilly until it all works out. It's my other hack and slash move. Does blue versus red matter? You know, you may have a point here. I don't know if it's just every other time it gets hit, it changes. Like it just lets you know you've hit it, I guess. But I know we want all of these to be blue because that means that they're going. Yeah, this is. Let's take that one. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. All right, who's missing? Oh, we got it. See, you just gotta smack them around until stuff works. Yep. Cool. It just about never fails. I should remember this in my regular life more, but yeah, I have noticed, like, you know, with so many things, when I care less about it and I'm just having a good time and I'm like not stressed or having tension over it, things just magically work. Like I'll even beat people in a game of pool, even though I'm not good at it, right? But I just happen to be lucky at that time because I'm not stressing or attached to an outcome. Thanks, phone. So something I try to make repeatable, talk about being like in rhythm with the magic, like we were saying earlier. Joy is the energy of magic, for sure. The phone knows. I was talking to my therapist earlier today and I was like, well, it's either going to be this option and she was like, or this option, and then the phone went off and I was like, oh, I never would have considered that. And now the phone went off when you said it, and she even knows when my phone goes off that it's like, you gotta listen to me. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Okay, so first thing I want to do here is go over to our album. We need to find these locations. Some of them we've been to already. I think this one's going to be the easiest to get to. We go to this location and we should be able to recreate a cutscene. And I know this one is good. We're still in the phone for life lesson. Yeah, more the phone than anything. I truly believe it. Okay, so now let's go to our map. It's going to be in front of the castle, so we can go over here. It's going to be more or less like there, I believe. So we'll do that. It's either that or in here. And there will be guardians. So, you know, we're making good pacing here. If we run into guardians, we run into guardians. They're just doing their job. They're just doing their job. You can respect it. It's fine. We'll see. Cool. Yep. See, this is the part where nerves happen in anticipation of something. And I try to tell myself, you know, you have the choice to just not be nervous about the thing and trust that it'll work out and know that, you know, like, oh God, we're back here again. Mm. Oh, those guys. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Guardians are the ones with the panic music. Yes, they are, as you just kind of heard a little bit. Um, yeah, I try to remind myself that like anxiety is fear of something that is not yet in my control. Regret is a feeling over something that is no longer in my control. And so if I just expect the best and plan for things that I'm worried might happen and just say like, if this does happen, I'll be okay because this, it does usually work. Do I do that 100% of the time flawlessly? Heck no. But it is a good tool to remember if you're in one of those moments where you're dreading something or whatever. I used to use it for, auditions and whatever. You get the part or you don't. Worst case scenario, I don't get the part. Cool. What do I do then? I audition for something else. You just have to decide how you're going to feel and then try to create the reality that you're looking forward to the most. It's a lot easier said than done, and I acknowledge that. And it is doable. Hi, guys. I'm not interested. Thanks. I'm headed to that gate over there. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, the panic music. But it's nice piano music. Like piano's one of my favorite instruments, mostly because it's the instrument I was able to play. Random thought. Love these. For burning 12 to 13 manifestations. Okay, so this is our solstice technique of writing down 13 manifestations and burning 12, one each day from the solstice onward. And then the 13th is the one you're responsible for. The one left is the one I need to take lead on. Yes, 12 burned equals the universe is working on it. Can I record them somewhere? Yes. Honestly, I recommend it. Okay, that guy. Sorry, I'm just going to avoid him. But that's okay, because I think this is where we want to be. Yeah, so, oh no. No, I'm trying to remember a memory. I have to remember how I'm going to remember the memory. Okay. Somewhere in here, there's a spot where you stand, or you take a picture of it. I think we take a picture of it. Don't come at me, bro. Leave me alone. Oh. Well, I don't need that, thanks. Isn't this it? Oh, we do need that actually. We got a guardian picture. Yes. Yes. I would write it down, and I would write it down in something that feels very pretty to you, that you like a lot. I need to remember something here. Adventure log. Locked mementos. Camera works again. According to Pura, your album's ready. Where could these images? Oh, Impa. We have to talk to Impa for this one. Okay, well that's easy enough. I'm gonna keep that thing here so we know where we're going. And yeah. So adventure log. No, I need to go to here. And we're gonna go to Kakariko. That would have been helpful to know a long time ago, but okay. Good. This is going to give us story progression. It's a great way to round things out. Giving it a minute because we were talking about, let's see. Yeah. So you're thinking about collecting your 12 to 13 things. I would definitely write them down. You're going to have your ones that you burn and stuff, but write down the other ones as well. Let's see here. Taking my time because it looks like you're also in the ad realm, so I want to make sure you can hear it. Yeah. If I go in here, she's going to start talking. So, okay, great. So yes, I would recommend writing down all 13 things. You burn the 12, one each day. You're left over with one, and you should write them down I would write them down in my grimoire. And a grimoire is just a recipe book for magic, right? So you know, we do this with cookies, right? Like this year I used whole grain flour instead of almond flour. And I wrote that down. I recorded that in my recipe book, right? You do the same thing with your spells. Like, I did these things, I got these results. I'm going to tweak it this way next time to see if I can get these results. It's how I ended up with the lemon freeze spell, right? Use a lemon because, you know, it's got the astringency. I like to think that it purifies the relationship so there's no hard feelings on the other side. The salt adds protection. It goes in the freezer, it works. It started out as just a name in a bag in a freezer and then developed into more. So write them down in your grimoire, and that way you can keep track of them throughout the year, right? Say this happened, and it's like, that was my goal. But like, I give yourself permission to do this with everything, right? Write everything down. One of the traditions in Braucherei is that you keep your grimoire of all of the things that you did, all of the things you recorded, all of the stuff you found that worked, and then you pass it on. My great-great-grandmother who practiced Braucherei did not pass on her grimoire. So I have had to channel it and figure it out my own way. And I'm doing it, but it would have been so cool. You know, we pass on the family Bible, which, by the way, is a grimoire. So why not our own? That's my opinion. But, all right. So, locked memento. Complete? That was it? Okay, let me see. Thank you. Hilarious. That's the one. That's the one I want to go to. This is the camera Zelda used 100 years ago. Good job, little girl. Yes, of course, Beulah. I'm so glad you guys are here, right? Like, this is where I get to talk about it and play video games with you guys. This is like the perfect combination of things for me. So I'm really glad it's entertaining and helpful for you too. Something I wish to give you. I think do we have to go upstairs for this now? Nope. We can read that, but it's going to be her journal saying that she has a crush on us. Not Impa, but the other girl. I can't remember. Hang on. Let's look at... Hi, Paya. I really need to pay attention when they're talking. Left behind an album. Travel to the places. Okay, great. Let's go back to where we were. We have enough time to... Paya, my goodness. Okay. Like, I know you like me, but I do. Okay, so we are going to have to go all the way there. Let's see if we can get this last one. And we'll wrap it up after, hopefully, our first little memory. Or, yeah. That's a good idea. For what it's worth, those spots are in the replay on YouTube. But still, once I get my 9,000 email accounts sorted. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. And I try to account for that, especially when I notice it's you asking. I do my best to account for that, and I will. It is a nice dream of mine that eventually this becomes a little bit more sustainable and I can put more energy into it. But, oh, there's more. Yay. And let's not forget, it's raining. But yeah, I would like to put more energy into this. This is really fun. Yay, our favorite music. Absolutely. Okay. So we know exactly where we're going, which is not that direction, actually. It's this direction. And we're not going to run into any steps. Do you have a primer? Yeah. Yep. Thank you. You guys are great. I do appreciate you. I really need you to know it. So just as a recap, as we are approaching this thing and just wasting time as I'm crossing the space here, next week we're going to take a week off, but then we'll be back and we'll do a New Year's Eve fun thing together. It's not as easy to see with the rain happening, but the rain will persist, and so will we. Those flags are what we're trying to get to. So 1 week off, I'm going to enhance my system one way or another. Don't worry, I've got some enhancements I'm going to make regardless of the outcome of holiday festivities. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks, feeling refreshed, feeling festive, and looking forward to a new calendrical year. And in that week, I might take some extra time and do some work on the 2026 Aries Ingress so I can tell you even more about what to expect in 2026. So we'll have a New Year's Eve 2026 astrology playthrough. If that sounds fun, I'm going to be here for it. So I already know some of the astrology that I'm anticipating, but it's going to be, this is what we're looking for. It's going to be nice to be able to share it with you guys in a nice, perfect timing way. So here we have our first little cutscene where we're going to have a flashback of memory and support link in this moment. Awesome. Here comes the memory. With perfect timing, too. Look at this. This is true magic. All right, and suddenly...
Hero of Hyrule, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. You have shown unflinching bravery and skill in the face of darkness and adversity, and have proven yourself worthy of the blessings of the goddess Hylia. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight, the sacred blade is forever bound to the soul of the hero. We pray for your protection, and we hope that the two of you will grow stronger together as one. Forged in the long distant past.
Gee, this is uplifting. She's making it sound like we already lost.
Wasn't this your idea? You're the one who wanted to designate the appointed night with all the ceremonial pomp, grandeur, and nonsense we could muster. And if you ask me, the whole thing does seem to be overkill. I think I'm on the same page as the princess regarding this boy.
Oh, give it a rest. That boy is a living reminder of her own failures. Well, at least that's how the princess sees him.
These are not the deities. The creation deities aren't in this one, believe it or not. They're mentioned most in Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time. Yeah. It's another thing I like about this. It goes against the whole, like, well, everybody loved them, and it was, worked out great from the start. No, this is 100 years later. They failed, right? Now we're going to find out what happened, and we're going to fix it. So it's good that we got to see that memory. It's a really great place for us to work with. Next time, let me just try to remember here some of the stuff. We should probably go to a couple of these that we've already been to. That's a shrine that we've already been to, so we can just teleport straight to that. That one's further away, so we can do at least these guys. You can even see where we're going in the background of that, so these will give us enough context to move forward towards the temple that we're going to work with. So New Year's coming up. We will, during New Year's, talk about the astrology of 2026, and we will make some good cutscene and story progress along the way. Of course, we will talk about magic. We will do some more shrines so we can survive, and I hope you guys have a great holiday season, from solstice to any of the other holidays that you guys are celebrating. Thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to bring friends, to share it with anybody that you feel would be interested, and I will see you on New Year's Eve. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.